Hey guys, what's going on? B-Dog back. It's definitely been a while since the last video came out. I know it was actually warmer, and right now it's actually freezing cold. I am. It's a little chilly in the nibbly bits right now in Canada. Um, I don't know. It says it's like 2 degrees, but really it feels colder than that. I think they're forgetting to include wind chill. Which, but right now it's November and usually we have snow. But right now we don't have a lot of snow. Actually, none at all, basically. But I figured today we do a video. And, today's video is actually going to be on. Well. Oh, what happened to it? No, it's actually. There's only. There's a big piece for it. It's right there on the ground. Yeah, that's a grill. A grill to what? Well, a grill to my truck, actually. I have to duck underneath my garage door. This is a 1991 Ford F-250 XLT Lariat. So, 3/4 ton pickup. It is the fully loaded model from 91. But there's a twist, actually, about this truck. So the truck is about 21 feet long, weighs about 8,000 pounds, and can tow 14-ish thousand pounds, maybe more. But the twist is, that's an exhaust stack. There's another one. Yeah, this thing is the Ford 444 7.3 liter naturally aspirated diesel. So naturally aspirated means no turbocharger like all the modern day diesel trucks have. But the truck is actually getting a new engine. It will be receiving a 96 7.3 turbo IDI engine. So it's not the Power Stroke one. It's actually just the it's the less horsepower, less torque. But this truck does well. It's a close to 300 horsepower, and it makes about 500 foot-pounds of torque. But it has its rough edges, and we're going to take a look at that, actually. Ugh. So, inside here, actually, let's climb in. It's a little warmer in here. So, I have the regular cab in this truck, and what that means is I don't have 4 doors, though. I still only have 2, but bench seat in the back. And I've already cleaned the truck too, which is nice. Let's see if this will actually work. Ish. Alright, so the phone magnet there, it's kind of like cheap design. Yes, I do have poppies up here in the sun visor. It had this one up here for a little while, and then I put 2 more in, just in case. But yeah, so this truck, in all reality, really clean. It is 4-wheel drive. I have an electronic fuel pump in here instead of the mechanical fuel pump that was in the 91s. And, it's not bad. But the truck is about 6.5 feet tall from concrete up. And I'm about 6'4", so when I stand next to this thing, it's pretty cool, actually. How the roof of the truck, like, I can't see over the roof. Even I have to go on my tippy toes just a bit. Already has it has an aftermarket, it's not really new, aftermarket stereo in it. Used to have a Panasonic anti-shock, had a ground issue, which I fixed, but I replaced it with a JVC until I get the nice fancy one. So, actually, speak of the devil, there is the old head unit that used to be in the truck. And if I can, there it is. This is just the screen for the new head unit in the truck, which is much nicer. But it doesn't sound like the truck isn't great for sound. They're only 6.5-inch speakers, just in the front driver and passenger door of the truck, which isn't bad. It is an automatic, so no manual transmission. Don't have to worry about that. There's an issue though with this truck. And that is the transmission does slip just a little bit, going from second to third. That's not a big issue because I'll just swap in the F350, because the engine that's coming out of the other truck is an F350. So I'll swap that engine in and the trans if it'll fit. Just have to make sure it'll still work with the 4x4 system. So I do have a transfer case on this truck. 96 F350s didn't. So we have to make sure the transmission is still the proper length. If not, this transmission will just get rebuilt. My stepdad Matt says it's most likely torque converter, you know, and that's what he says it feels like. So we'll just get that dealt with. So yeah, there's a couple of big plans for this truck already. It kind of looks like, I don't know if that's just from me or what, but it kind of looks like some stuff's crawling around in here. Probably a mouse, but I doubt it because they'd have to jump pretty high to get into this thing. And actually you guys are probably seeing, so on the back window there, you can probably make out there's an H back there on my window. I don't know. If you look kind of closer to down there. Yep. So there are some window stickers already on the truck. That was the big thing too, when I got this. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, and cab light's very bright. But I don't know, this truck is good. It's reliable. It's all steel, all American made, which is a nice truck. And actually, here's another cool part. I like this. So, tailgate right there. That's not the 90s factory tailgate. This is actually off the 80s truck. Or off the 80s version of the pickups. So, it's pretty good. I will bed liner the whole truck, and yes, the stacks are functional, and yes, they are loud. So, alright, so let's take a look. So, just the back window has stickers on it, and that's okay. Nothing big yet. So, of course, the biggest sticker of the bunch, so this was actually the first one that went on, suit loading for all the diesel trucks that roll coal. This thing will be able to once that turbo one goes in. Right now, naturally aspirated can't. It's not possible, really. And actually, I saw this sticker. This one was actually, I saw it on 3D Machines channel. A friend of his has it on his Cummins. So I put it on, and yes, the please wait one in black. I kind of forgot to put it on, so I made it in black and I stuck it just to the white vinyl loading bar. Another one, Matt Trucks of St. Albert, just a buddy of mine. His name's Ian. He actually drives a 99 F-150 with a 5.4 Triton. So he's the V8, kind of Ford's, you know, misunderstood engine. That engine wasn't really good. But it's a pretty nice truck. Painted in the same thing. My truck's actually painted in rocker guard. That's why it has that like matte-ish finish on it. Then yeah, of course, SLP starting line products. Baby, that one was sent to me by my grandpa down in the US in Michigan. We do have one down here, the Deckel Den. They do a bunch of like sled wraps and stuff like that. So I put them on, went to the sled show here in Edmonton at the expo. There is one here on the back window of the truck. It's kind of funny. People call Fords found on road dead. Well, and then Ian made his, oh man, didn't stick all that well. He says his is fast only rolling downhill. It's kind of a clever one. I made one for the truck, actually. Ford. I'm not allowed to read that word. Off raging drivers. Enough said. Just because, yeah, road raging is another it's a big issue that's starting to develop. Road rage with me. I don't think anybody would with a truck that weighs about, you know, this truck weighs 8,000 pounds, can tow 14,000 pounds, and it's 20 feet long. You know, you're not going to screw with this. And the last two, this one so I've made a few of these ones. This one says, we don't do the sticker thing with that logo. That is actually the Muscle versus Tuner logo. Those guys make car stickers, but they don't put them on their cars. So I made some, and going to be dealing with those here pretty soon, actually today. And then this one. This is a car stereo one. Play it till it hurts. For those of you who don't understand, Hertz is not only a sound company, but Hertz is also what we measure frequency in. Most commonly sound frequency. If you see the wave, or you hear people talking of Hertz or HZ, that's what they mean. Well, there we go. So all in all, very reliable truck. Yes, the funny thing is, so since this is on the 90s bed, one fuel door, two fuel doors. Yep. So 2 diesel tanks in it. It does say only put diesel in it. And a lot of people are like, well, you have a diesel truck, you have glow plugs. Doesn't that thing suck in the winter? No, that thing is reliable, actually. That's the funny thing. It's got a bit of like almost a bit of a stance with it. I don't know what it is, but it looks really cool. So I like it. I'm a very big fan of the truck. So yeah, so right now I'm gonna do the engine swap soon. That should be done by the end of November here. And then I'm cutting that front bumper off, and I'm gonna make one for the truck. And then there's a couple of issues. Just front driver door doesn't seal correctly. Front quarter panel is screwed up. I don't know what happened. I think the guy who used to own it actually got into an accident here. Because as you can see, that was actually Bondo filled. So that thing's shot, and then the front hood is a little shot too. So just gonna replace some of the stuff there, and then that should be good. And the new engine that's going in will be an OBD2 engine instead of this is OBD1. So that's another nice thing I'm looking forward to with this. So yeah, a lot of work to be done. A lot of work is being done right now. Just configuring some stuff around. But yeah, guys, anyway, that's the update of what's happening here. We'll keep you posted when that thing does actually have the new engine in it, and we'll see. Then I have to build a turbo back system for the exhaust. So thank goodness I have a welder at school, so I can do a lot of the work for that. But yeah, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you later. Peace.